7 Eastern on NBCSN.
Our world is really two worlds. In one, man stands alone, unchallenged at the top. In the other, in the aquatic realm, mystery, danger, fear. They all lurk below the surface.
Sightings off U.S. coast are on the rise.
Get out of the water!
Because in this world, a different predator commands the apex view. Sharks, nightmare hunters of the deep. Show me the way to go home. It's man versus shark. In a series of tournaments that test courage and seamanship.
Okay.
Bust the move, baby!
This is Shark Hunters. Long Island, summer playground for New York's well-heeled. Beachfront bacchanalia and surfboard sensibilities dominate the days and nights. Make the 100-mile trek to the island's eastern tip, and you reach a place the locals logically call the end. Welcome to Montauk, where sun worshippers rub shoulders with shipmates from one of the largest commercial and recreational fishing fleets in the Northeast. And for the 28th year, Star Island Marina starts the season with a shark fishing tournament, the first of 3 to dominate the summer months. Star Island pays out almost $500,000 to the sportsmen who challenge the ocean's apex predators. The weather here is fickle, at best. But when it decides on a course, it's all in. Today promises a steady diet of rain and strong winds. Not good.
Breezing this morning. It's going to be a little uncomfortable for most folks. It's not going to be a nice ride.
The Viking 5-Star is a 65-foot custom-built monster. What she lacks in speed, she more than makes up for in range. This boat is the culmination of one family's life at sea. The Forsberg's charter fishing business stretches back 4 generations. Today, father and son, Steve Sr. and Steve Jr., captain the boat.
I'm backing out today. Just won't make it.
Just got out of the hospital yesterday at 5 o'clock. So if I can get through today, bite my thumb, wishing I was there, I'll go tomorrow. Hell of high water, I'm going tomorrow.
My father, his arm looked pretty good. He had some kind of infection, and he spent 5 days in the hospital going nuts.
Steven Sr., pretty much a legend out here in Montauk. Probably got about 40 plus years running boats.
The big one was right.
You know, tournament fishing is definitely not the faint of heart. There's a lot of money on the line. There's a lot of money invested. So there's a lot of pressure in tournament fishing.
All right, guys, go get them. Good luck, guys.
Easy, easy.
You got it?
Not a waitress.
I give it the other
Too
way.
damn good looking for that.
The mood may seem lighter on the other side of the docks, but don't be fooled. This is Fish On. They dominated shark fishing last year.
Got some weight, guys.
Go!
Last year, we were in first place, then second place fish.
There we go, fellas! Bust the moves, baby! Bust the moves!
So, the pressure's on to get a winning fish. Beat everybody.
No one's mistaking this 43-footer for a pleasure craft. She's got one purpose: catch big fish. With Captain Peter Brancaleone at the helm, that's a given. Fish On has won more than $600,000 in tournament fishing. With Captain Peter Brancaleone at the helm, that's a given. Fish On has won more than $600,000 in tournament fishing.
Plan today is to continue where we left off last year and find a winning fish.
Now and over, guys.
We gotta go. It's time to get the meat. It's gonna take over a 400-pound fish. Or a Mako in the 300s.
Belladonna. That's a battle wagon. This is a mean fighting machine. Our technology enables us to look forward, sideways, and everywhere else. So there's nothing we don't lack when we're out there fishing.
Belladonna, another big-time tournament boat. This 54-footer is all luxury and high-tech fishing gadgetry. She's also one of the fastest boats in the competition, and this crew will use every bit of throttle and boast while they do it. Each man captains his own vessel, but they join forces on Belladonna when money is on the line.
It's our plan today to get ahead of these boats. And we are just about to go, so we're gonna edge up to the starting line.
21 miles at 174. Not what we like to do on a day like today. Blowing 25 out of the east. Not going to be a real comfortable day. But we're going to do what we have to do to beat those four guys.
Canyon Bound is true to its name. It has the range and speed to fish the ocean's deepest canyons for tuna and big game fish. But the lure of competitive shark fishing always pulls them closer to shore. This crew has been working these waters for 15 years.
Shark fishing is different from big game fishing. It's like watching grass grow. You know, it's a sit and wait game. You're waiting a shark out. You're putting chum in the water and you're sitting there just waiting for that one bite all day.
116 boats are entered in this year's Star Island Shark Fishing Tournament. $500,000 in prize money is on the line. It's a 2-day tournament with different prize categories. Bottom line, the biggest fish wins. There are some basic rules. Boats can't leave port until 6 a.m. and must return by 6 p.m. on day 1, 5 p.m. on day 2. If they don't reach the jetty by cutoff time, their catch doesn't count. There are minimum qualifying weights as well. 125 pounds for Makos, 225 pounds for Blue Sharks, 150 pounds for Threshers.
Good luck, have a good day, the tournament is on, and be safe.
Giddy up, here we go!
Strategy on day 1, find the ingredients to make the minestrone soup. We find the ingredients, we're gonna get the winning fish.
Fired a whole bunch of boats all going to the same area. Steer clear there.
It's green and friggin' miserable out. Can't see more than friggin' 100 yards in front of you. Got about 40 boats within a quarter mile. Great.
Perfect location to run to, and we know we're not going to be crowded up because most boats can't go that far.
Virtually every boat is now speeding towards the fishing grounds. Every boat save one. Persuasion.
All these guys go out and they kill each other to come around the lighthouse to jockey for position, which is okay for them, but I'm getting too old for that stuff. So what I do is I hang back about 10 minutes or so, I have a very fast boat, and I let them guys kill themselves, and then I just follow around the corner and catch up to them and get to my spot and have a nice day.
Persuasion is a smaller boat. Plenty of speed, but a little less range than other competitors. But in competitive fishing, size doesn't always matter. Captain Jerry Passaretti and his crew are experienced shark hunters with major fishing championships under their belts.
The Star Island Shark Tournament is one of the best tournaments on the East Coast, but it's also one of the earliest, which makes it one of the toughest. So you really have to think, okay, where am I going to go to put myself in the best position to catch a quality fish? My boys are itching to go. They can't wait to tie off. Look at that. I tell them, let's leave at 10 after. No, let's go now.
Feel lucky. It's all about luck today. That's what it's going to be. Oh, yeah. Shark fishing's 90% luck. The other 10% will be all right with.
Every team is hoping they find shark-infested waters. It's a dangerous game with big money at stake. And a healthy dose of ego as well.
Hey, John. Where are you, buddy? You getting out here or what? You walking?
I'm going nice and slow, waiting for you to get ahead of me.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll get on top early, I'll let fish ready, call you over, and tell you where the big ones are.
Oh, really?
How are you going to do that if you didn't do it last year? How are you going to do it this year? Hey, Dave, if I was you, I'd be a little more humble.
Are you saying that the Irish boys would have a problem on it?
Why do you gotta get ethnic? I didn't get ethnic.
You didn't get anything for all your buddies happen to be of one persuasion called Paisanos.
Oh, shots fired.
Coming up on Shark Hunters.
Forward! I can't believe this!
Day one of the 28th annual Star Island Shark Fishing Tournament. More than 100 boats are chasing $500,000 in prize money. A dangerous sport has been made even tougher by foul weather. Rain and high winds are churning the sea and the stomachs of any shipmate not used to the non-stop rough and tumble.
So all our big shot friends that were talking last night saying, oh, it's rough, I don't get sick. Don't worry about me. So far, we got 4 guys down there and 3 of them are out already. We haven't been out more than probably about 15 miles. They're out. They're done for the day. Over. Anybody can get sick at any given time, really, depending on how you feel, what you ate the night before. So many variables that go into it, you know? But more time on the water, less chance of getting sick.
Fish on is pushing southwest, already 22 miles out. Captain Peter Brancaleone is aiming for a spot he's been charting for weeks. This isn't a guessing game. It's science. Water temperature, currents, formations on the ocean floor. It's all critical. Finding the perfect spot, one that no one else knows about, is one of the biggest parts of the game.
Sushi break! Looks good! Nice little fish.
We're looking for the same thing as last year. Nice little temperature break. Scotty, look at the screen now. We're looking for bait, which we're marking right now on the screen. Pretty good. Looks promising. When I roll on the boats, drive the bus. I'm the bus driver. I get behind the wheel and get to the spot. I like to find the fish. I love to find the fish.
A temperature break occurs where ocean currents meet, when each is a different temperature. Add structure on the ocean floor to the equation, and nutrient-rich water is produced. This phenomenon attracts bait fish, and they attract sharks.
We were ready to go fishing. We had everything picked out, ready to go. And when we got there, we found out that everyone else had the same plan that we had. They all went to the same spot.
He's in a great spot. I was just turned it up. Oh, that is so frustrating. Because I don't want to be near anybody. Well, the only diner on the block. So we had to readjust.
Weeks of work out the window. Fish On has no choice. They need to find another place to fish. Time to close your eyes, stick a pin in the map, and pray. Most boats have already reached their destinations. Fish On isn't built for speed, and the clock is ticking. Belladonna is bigger and faster than Fish On. Captain Dave O'Halloran has taken her 20 miles beyond the smaller boat.
We're 45 miles southwest of Montauk Point over a wreck called Cumbria. This wreck has produced for us in the past Mako's threshers, so we're pretty confident if we do everything right today, which, work as a team, we should be able to put a nice shark on the deck.
We also have a new secret weapon, which I can't reveal at this time, which will never be revealed, but we'll see how that works also.
I'm pretty sure the secret weapon is Bobby Gotcha.
Bobby Valenti, just one of the captains that makes up this crew.
Belladonna crew, first word, experience, experience.
We got some fresh bluefish here. Lay them up. Just like you were cooking at home.
Ken Eiffel, engineer by trade, brings technical detail to terminal tackle.
You still want a fillet here. It helps hold it a little bit better on the hook. Sometimes a shark picks it up, just kind of mouths it and runs with it, so it helps hold the bait a little bit better.
His job is to make sure every rig, every hook, every cable, every wire is tied on right.
All right, I got a whole mackerel rig there, so we're all set. I got rubber bands ready.
Bobby Gotcha. This guy's been in the water his whole life. He's a tough fisherman. He's our real man. Kevin Eiffel is our #1 gap man. Richie Lucas, he sells boats for a living, so all he does is walk, talk, and eat boat. So we're prepared, we're anxious, we're waiting.
Smells like that.
It looks like that, too, but we won't talk about that.
Almost ready for serving Sunday dinner.
Chum. It's the main ingredient in the science of the slick. Chum is a bloody stew of fish parts, blood, oil, and just about anything else disgusting. It's spread on the water, creating a slick. In simple terms, it forms a tantalizing path that draws sharks to the boat.
Stupid idiot. Chum in the bed. Chum fell out. Not good, boys, not good.
We've lost our first bucket of chum.
And that's bad, because that means the fish are down there eating that bucket right now.
Coming up on Shark Hunters.
Fish on, that was like a decent one. I don't think it's a blue shark, boys.
It's a little past noon at the Star Island Shark Tournament. Boats have been out for 6 hours, and already some are bringing sharks to the weigh station.
366.
Hour and 45 minutes, just non-stop pain. I think we got a good shot. Hold on. Wait, I want you to watch this. Watch. Yeah. Give me a kiss now.
Most boats made their way south and west. Viking 5-Star set a mark southeast. These guys fish for a living, so it's no surprise they're working hard.
Now we got 4 lines in now. We got a 5th one to pitch out if we see something up on top. Less is more with this. You don't want to be all tangled up. You want the bait to sit right.
Tournament fishing, it's similar to a lottery. I mean, you have to be lucky enough to get picked.
The familiar buzz of the reel sets a well-rehearsed dance into motion.
How's it feel, Doc?
Each man has a specific job. One mistake, and a big money fish can get away.
To land the fish is really where the skill comes in. Our chances of losing it are a lot less than what the competition is.
Make a move, Steve.
Usually you gotta wait a little bit longer to get your first bite, and that was instant bite right away.
We always seem to have some Makos in that zone. We're hoping to see something big.
It's a blue dog, a blue shark, and too small.
Great action right away, but not the right action, not what we're looking for. Have a nice day.
They let it go.
Looking for that big one. We're warming up on those little blue dogs.
Fish On's mission to find another place to fish has taken them almost 15 miles further than originally planned.
So look at that tuna blood, baby. The tuna blood's being released into the slick. It's a new experiment we're trying, see if it works.
Something better work. Changing location put them way behind the competition.
What we got?
And so far, the only thing they've caught are undersized blue sharks.
Are you kidding me?
It's not a good situation, but Captain Pete only knows one way to land a monster shark. Keep putting lines in the water.
Come on, buddy. You want to pass the one I just got a bite on?
Yeah. Of course.
Not the one we always use?
This is fine, it's the same thing. See him cut up? It's almost the same thing. Get it out there.
Same thing as well.
Sure, ring it double. Don't worry, John. We'll rotate him. We'll rotate him, buddy.
He fishes hard, he competes hard, and he likes to win.
It's the worst possible drift we could ask for.
Sometimes he tends to get a little, a little obnoxious when the fishing gets a little slow.
Wow, Houston, we have a problem.
But in general, Pete is just, he's a fun guy.
Stop drinking and tell jokes. Because we need something. We need something. It's all in fun, but we're here for one reason, to catch fish. Nothing's gonna stop us.
A few miles east, Canyon Bound is still caught in the weather that's hanging closer to land.
Miserable. Secrets to catching sharks is really having some good locations of structure that you know, or good wrecks that have produced year after year for you.
Okay, I put you here. Let's get the fish on the hook now.
At this time of year, with the Atlantic still cold, the most likely catch is a blue shark, but they usually don't carry much weight. The prize is a mako, a thresher, but they're much harder to come by.
The whole thing with shark fishing is that it's pretty slow, and then all of a sudden, if there's a good fish, you think you have a good fish, it is fairly exciting. I mean, any fishing is exciting, as far as I'm concerned. It's the greatest sport in the world.
Canyon Bound is battling the sea and seasickness. Half the crew is laid out below deck, leaving 3 men to do all the work. And with only small blue sharks on the line, this is not a happy boat.
This is not fun.
Persuasion was the last boat out of the harbor this morning. But for Captain Jerry Passaretti, it's no worries. It's smooth sailing no matter what.
Fish on, that was like a decent one.
Set up on it, there you go. Fish on. Good competition this morning. There's a lot of good fishermen out here. But I feel that's just as good a chance as anybody.
Little bigger blue shark, huh?
Too small though. Back off for the dragon, Chris.
member of this crew would say the same thing. In this competition, Captain Jerry is the man to beat.
Well, Jerry's School of Fishing is a pretty unique experience. I've been fishing out here in Montauk since I'm about 16 years old. We used to take the Long Island Railroad out here. We used to BS the hotel owners that we were 2 guys and we were 6 guys sleeping in bathrooms and bathtubs with blankets and towels. I can remember when I first went out shark fishing, my friend and I hooked this huge thresher shark. I had a 20-foot Grady White. Tied him off to the cleat, he broke the cleat, nearly sunk the boat. And I fell in love with sharking from there on. I came up with my boat name because I'm very entrepreneurial and I have a lot of different businesses. And most of my businesses have something that you need to talk somebody into. So the name Persuasion hit me. I've really dedicated my life to my sport. You know, I was never athletic enough to be a football superstar or a basketball superstar, so I would like to achieve the status of being one of the best at it.
Something big just jumped in the slip back there, you see it? Something really big. I don't think this is a blue shark, boys. Look like a nice sized tail, too. If it's a mako, it's a good one.
20 miles west of Montauk, Persuasion has a shark on the line. The bend of the rod says this might be a big one.
This is a good fish. He's definitely got some weight to him. Getting the bite for a captain is what it's all about. Fish. But you can't see if you lift it. I get a thrill of watching somebody on the rod with something that can eat you in seconds. It's a lot of fun.
We had a lot of action. We had great water temp at 62. We had beautiful blue water, and we need to get the right bite.
Jump, you son of a jump.
The thrill of a fish that you know is in a place in the money, it's like being a winning quarterback in the Super Bowl.
I'm hoping that I was right when I thought I saw a different kind of tail in the slick.
If it was, and if that's what's on the other end of their line, then this could be a shark worth its weight in treasure.
My boy's on a decent fish.
37 miles southeast of Montauk, Viking 5-Star is in the middle of a feeding frenzy. Unfortunately, small blue sharks are the only ones answering the dinner bell.
We call the blue sharks the hook monsters because there's no commercial value to them. They're not edible. But once you got 1 or 2, then more seem to come. The blue sharks can be a nuisance. Sometimes we'll pull the lines up out of the water, stop jumping for a little while, try to break the slick, try to get them off of us.
Have a nice day.
Some of them we caught twice even. That's how good we're going.
So we get one large enough. It's kind of a fine line. You don't want to get one that's borderline and go in and look like a fool, or bring in something that's 190. It's got to be a decent fish to keep it.
Persuasion's battle with the mystery fish continues. They think it's a big mako, at least they hope it is, but they still haven't seen the shark.
He hasn't done a thing so far. It's just a big, heavy fish.
I play to win. Winning is important to me. Every minute that goes by that you don't have a winning fish on the back of your deck, the pressure gets more and more and more and more.
Oh, big ass blue shark. Too small though.
The minimum weight allowed for a blue shark is 225 pounds. This one is big, but it's not that big. After all the struggle and strain, all they've earned is disappointment.
All right. Now I'm tired.
I still say I saw that tail, so might be down there still.
Belladonna is hunting the waters 45 miles southwest of Montauk. Captain O'Halloran's ship carries a heavy price tag, close to $2 million. Today, that investment isn't paying much in dividends. Each time a bait hits the water, a small blue shark cruises in and gobbles it up. It's a constant problem. And on this boat, problem solving always involves science.
In this day and age, we have the advantage of all type of technology, which assists us and aids us in fishing.
This is a Mako magnet. It makes noise like the fish in distress. And then the sharks come and try to grab it.
The Mako magnet was designed to bring sharks to the boat, and they really work. And what we've done is we got a 12-volt power pack. We've hooked it to it, and now if you listen to this, you got vibration, it pulsates. That pulsation is what creates the interest in the sharks in the surrounding area. And they're going to come look, and hopefully when they come and look, they're going to find our tasty baits, and off we go to the races. We're going to take this, and we're going to put it right over this deck, and put it right in the water. So this gets dropped down. This magnet's sealed in silicone, so it goes in the water, we hang it off, secure it up here, and we're all set.
It's kind of like a fish phone. Hello, Mr. Mako, this is Belladonna calling. Unfortunately, like most important calls, nobody's home. So they let it ring and ring for almost an hour. And then finally, someone or something picks up.
This is good fish. This is good fish.
Coming up on Shark Hunters.
This is amazing. We're gonna do this again. Gentlemen, bring this side. Stop! Stop! I can't believe I gotta be late. I can't believe I gotta be late.
Belladonna's Mako magnet appears to have done the trick.
Set it. Big time.
They've got something on the line, and it feels big.
Richie, get a belt on.
Now the dangerous dance between shark and man begins.
Sharks, they're the ultimate predator. Just like us trying to catch them, they're trying to catch prey. And they're not always successful.
It's a two-fisted tango, a balance of muscle and instinct.
I try as captain to continue to say the same thing all the time. Treat every shark as the biggest Mako you ever caught.
Got a lot of slack in that line, Bob.
With a simple rule, never let the line go slack.
Bob, where's the shark? I'd like to know where the shark is, Bob.
Bob.
Boom! You lost a fish. You should never have a slack line when you're fighting a fish. The only way you keep that hook in the mouth is tension. So that was a mistake we made. We won't make it again.
Who was that? Who was that bit you? What was it? Was it a thresher? Was it a Mako?
Today's competition ends at 6 p.m. and Belladonna is nearly 50 miles from port. Captain O'Halloran knows the math. If they catch a shark at this point, it'll be a hell-bent race to beat the deadline. 15 miles west is Fish On. This crew knows all about racing and beating the clock.
Oh, Fish On!
Get to where you gotta go. Throw it, Peter. Throw it, Peter. Throw it.
You know it's serious when little Pete takes the helm. He drives the boat whenever a big shark is on the line.
Throw it!
For years now, we've always seemed to catch fish late.
Big blue from the big blue from the right signal. Forward!
No miracles today, just the blues.
So sure for today, fellas. 4:19. Can we catch one in 9 minutes? Go, put a rod out. Put a rod out.
True to form, Captain Brancaleone gives it one more shot. Frustration is touching all points of the compass. No boat is immune. Canyon Bound has pulled more than 20 sharks to the surface. Every one an undersized blue.
How are we doing, Adam? How many is that today? Probably like 20? 30?
We just got bombarded with blue sharks. It was just one after another. It never happened.
We're out of here. I can't even take it, not even another minute. We got it.
Even as Canyon Bound calls it quits, Fish On has hooked another shark.
You want to play him up? That's it. We got no time.
Playing him is a call no man on the rod wants to hear. You switch a setting on the reel, leaving you to go crank for crank against the fish with no relief. If you win, he comes to the boat. If you lose, you go into the sea. For the first time today, they're certain. They've got a big shark on the line.
It's definitely a blue shark, right?
They also know they've got almost no time to boat the fish and race to shore.
This is an epic fight right here. What you see Joe doing right now. Nobody could do this.
What can take an hour to fight a shark until it gives up, Joe Millay is trying to do in minutes.
This is amazing. We're going to do this again. Joe Millay on the go. Forward, forward. Trying to stop the lead. Bring him to the side. I got to bring him to the side. Big blue do it. Let go. Stop. 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 Why can't we just get fish at lunchtime? I don't understand. Get him to the cleat. Get him to the cleat. Who's got the end? Get him to the cleat. He's gonna go get him. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. You guys are nuts. Throw it, Peter.
The race is on.
Look at it. We're at the point at 6 o'clock sharp. I can't believe this. Every freaking tournament.
Fish On has done the impossible. Now they're racing back to port with a huge mako shark. It's definitely a money fish. But Captain Brancaleone knows the numbers just don't add up.
I can't believe I gotta be late. I can't believe I gotta be late. I can't believe this. How? How? Only if it's not sound.
He's done the math, calculating distance and speed. Unless they can go just a fraction faster, it's anyone's guess if they'll reach the finish line in time. Numbers don't lie, and numbers don't care.
I had to make up 8 minutes and we were over 30 miles off. Clear the hatch! Clear the hatch! Clear the hatch! What are we doing? We gotta go on throttle! Move everything off the hatch! No, everything off the hatch! Keep it jump! Keep it pinned!
The throttle right now is not giving us what we need, so I was going to try to see if everything's got a little bit more speed. We need another knot. If we have another knot, we'll make it.
We open the engine catch and we actually try to get more speed out of it.
Even with the governor adjustment, there's no way to know if they picked up that critical half knot of speed. All they can do is hope and watch the seconds slip away. Viking 5-star has a longer trip home. It'll be a slow and somber journey.
The punishment is over. Good, but not good enough.
The day's price tag? Thousands in fuel, lost gear and wear and tear, and not a thing to show for it. The same sad song is being sung on most of the boats.
Really pisses me off when you get the right pipe there.
Blue shark heaven.
Again,
tomorrow. Today, beautiful day on the water. Tomorrow will be a better day.
You know, I always said one thing about the Small Island Shark Tournament. It's one of the best tournaments on the East Coast, but it's also one of the earliest. Usually, you know, the water is not conducive to really great shark fishing, and it's a lot of blue sharks. The water's still cold. Not a lot of guys have been out there. You don't hear a lot of, you know, who caught this, where, and what. So, you know, your strategy really then comes from the knowledge that you have of over the years. Where have you caught fish early? You're using to your advantage.
Sometimes there are no advantages. Sometimes the sharks just win. Fish On has done everything they can to pull more speed from the boat. With the engine cover off and the motor running full tilt, the roar is deafening. It's clearly straining under the added stress. So's the crew. The deadline strikes in 15 minutes. They've got less than 3 miles to go. It's a fool's run, but it's going to be close. Very, very close.
We put the fish in the boat in 6 minutes. That's amazing. A fish that big I've never, ever seen get taken in that quick. It was ridiculous. It's definitely a scene to be talked about. I mean, it's insane what happened.
Finally, off the port side, land.
We're not gonna give up. If you give up, it's over.
Day 1 at Star Island is almost done. A steady stream of boats push into port, most without a catch, loaded down with disappointment.
Yeah, we're coming back in with no fish away. It's one of my least favorite things to say on the radio, but it happens. They can be corrected by catching a big fish the next day. We want to find out who caught these fish. Were they fast boats? Were they sporties? Were they charter boats, slow boats, single screw boats? That tells us a lot where the fish are holding. So we're going to look and see what type of intel we can get to make the decision for tomorrow.
At the weigh station, a few lucky fishermen are putting sharks on the scale.
125 is the minimum weight. That's a good deal, fool. 366.
The hard truth is taking hold. Fish On is not going to make it.
We didn't get there on time.
9 minutes late. And it's probably going to cost me $200,000. Did I think we had a chance of making it back in time? Yeah, definitely. It's tragedy. You feel like you let your crew down, everything goes through your head. You think about the money you may have lost. It's almost like you don't even matter.
You know, sometimes you catch the fish and you make it back to the dock, and sometimes you catch the fish and you don't make it back to the dock. This is one of the instances where we fished as hard as we could till the last minute, like we always do. And this time, that last minute was not enough.
Is that the biggest fish you've ever got?
No, that's just as big.
It's still a great feeling of accomplishment when you catch a nice fish like that. We didn't win it. Any money, we didn't win any prizes, but we did what we set out to do.
Yeah, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture of my friend.
hunting, unless you get bit. Because tomorrow, they do it all again. It's day 2 of the Star Island Tournament.
Today's hope was definitely to get that thresher. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's a whole other day. Yeah, if we can, we are going to go find that warm water. We'll run the 50 or 60 miles that we have to right now to get to where we need to be.
Day 1 is tough. It's the toughest part of picking this year's tournament circuit because the water's still cold. There's really not a lot of information out there, you know, who caught this, where, what, and when, and that's really what makes the difference.
We didn't get it today, just didn't get the right one. Catch a bigger one.
Next episode of Shark Hunters.
This is gonna be the ride of your lives. Hell yeah! He's on the surface, Jerry. See him? That's the best.
For more on Shark Hunters, including behind-the-scenes clips and photos.
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed.
Angelina, can you say Shark Hunters? Can you say, Angelina, say Shark Hunters, right? Season 2, episode 1, with your daddy, and you had a little star appearance.